live right now. And we're live. Haha. All right. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here. I'm pretty sure you know what we're here for, but I have to go in and do all my regular stuff first and make sure that, that I'm transmitting properly to everywhere. So I'm currently transmitting through StreamYard out to YouTube and Twitch. So let me go over, make sure that things look more or less copacetic. What I'm basically doing when I do this is I go and I look at the live stream on each of the services. I make sure it's muted. I make sure that everything has been edited correctly, which I think this already has been edited. Yeah, it's got everything taken care of there. Because I am getting smarter. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, all right, I can go back and I can put these in, I can put these in playlists ahead of time. Twitch, not so much, which is where I am headed to next. Twitch, I need to kind of go in on the fly because Twitch's discoverability is garbage, and I just need to go in and make sure that I can kind of do it on the fly pretty quickly. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take much time, but I really wish they would do something better about it. But whatever. Um, they don't pay me for my advice over at Twitch, which is fine. So okay, all right. So there we go. We are set up, and hey, let's see. So we're good on YouTube. We're good on Twitch. And Facebook, yeah, I mean, I just kind of take it on faith that Facebook has got this stuff down. So, all right. Anyways, hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and tonight we are finally going to watch the first 4 episodes of season 1 of Spider-Man: The Animated Series. This series came out in the 90s. I think it was like 1994. And it ran for 5 seasons, and it is popularly known as Spider-Man: The Animated Series. It's actually just called Spider-Man, like, some of the other incarnations of animated wall crawler. So tonight we'll be watching the first 4 episodes, which includes, let's see, hold on, I've got them listed. One of them is Dr. Octopus Armed and Dangerous. The others, there are 2 Spider Slayer episodes, and there's one called one that features the Lizard. And I don't remember, is the first one called The Night of the Lizard? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Let me just get into here real quick. Yes, Night of the Lizard. Episode 2 is called The Spider Slayer. Episode 3 is called Return of the Spider Slayers, and then episode 4 is Dr. Octopus Armed and Dangerous. So we are going to spend the next couple of hours looking at those and watching them together. Now, remember, you need to have your own access to these shows, so that way we can just kind of watch them together. Otherwise, if I have them in the picture for the whole episode, that's a copyright violation. We don't want those. So we're going to go ahead and try to just do these kind of as is. So feel free to watch along. I will go ahead and give a thwip whenever we are about to start. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this. It's been a while since I have watched this show. And I mean, I remember loving it. I also remember loving Spectacular Spider-Man. Those are probably the 2 best Spider-Man animated shows. I tried watching Ultimate Spider-Man. I could not get into it. I was just kind of turned off by a lot of it. I tried watching like the old Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoons, and those, I don't know what it was, but they just seemed so boring. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'll watch them at some point again, and maybe I'll have a different appreciation for them. But like, I think a couple of years ago, I just tried a casual watch through of some of the older cartoons, and I could not get into them. So, but animated series, the '90s one, really good, spectacular, really good. And so I'm looking forward to this one. We're going to do a little kind of, intro and outro recording for these. So that way, when I try to make reaction videos out of these, then it'll play a little bit better to casual viewers. I was looking at some of my Tulsa King uh, reactions, and I was like, "Oh God, I've got to formulate like an intro for these because it is not looking good right now." So, anyways, so what we've got, I've got access to these through Disney Plus. These were also popular on DVD, or I think you can buy them off of like Vudu and other digital retailers if you want to access the episodes that way. All that's fine. Um, excuse me, but that's how I'm accessing them. Jesus, I can't talk. That's how I'm accessing them tonight. So we'll go ahead and get started in just a few minutes. I appear to have a slight case of the hiccups right now. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully let that pass. I would hate to be hiccuping while I'm reacting to the show. That would just be embarrassing. Okay. Um so anyways, let's see. We may as well get started on the intro. And I've got a needy cat asking to be let in. Give me one moment. You okay. So, um, all right. And for any of you who are here right now, we're gonna do a little trouble. What? Why? You are such a weird cat. Okay. We're gonna do a little fashion show here. So let me know what you think. Headphones notwithstanding. All right. I have two hats here. All right. I have one. Wow, that just looks terrible. All right. Now again, pretend I don't have to wear headphones right now. Okay. We got a Miles, Peter, and Gwen hat here. So it's all right. There we go. I'm turning it to the camera. So, and then I've also got one that is just a sheer, it's just Peter. It is just Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So, and it's primarily black. So, anyways, what do you think? You like them? Do you dislike them? Should I wear them occasionally? Should I abandon them entirely? Should I dispose of them in a fire? Let me know. Let me know. All right. And in the meantime, I guess we may as well get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to film an intro, and then see what we can do about getting underway. All right. So, God, my hair just looks terrible. Sorry. I'm never gonna get over this, but okay. Anyways, here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and today we are going to watch the first 4 episodes of Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s. We're starting with the very first season, and we're going to do the Night of the Lizard, the Spider Slayer, Return of the Spider Slayers, and Dr. Octopus Armed and Dangerous. It's been a while since I have seen these, so I am eager to watch them again, and hopefully and then I ran out of words. So um and hopefully you're looking forward to seeing them as well. I'm going to be watching them and commenting on them. And at times, I may go ahead and just go off on one of my tangents, as I tend to do. That's kind of what I do here on the Spidey Librarian watch alongs and reactions uh, videos. So going to redo that again. So that is what I tend to do on these Spidey Librarian watch along and reaction videos. So, uh, what we're going to do is for each episode, I'm going to watch it, and then we will react to the episode individually, and then we'll start the next episode. So you'll be, watching me just reacting to the video, and then they'll once it's over, I'll stop. I'll talk about the episode a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next one, and we're going to do that 4 times tonight. And then I think for most of the reactions that I do for this season, I'm going to try to do just 3 videos. This is kind of a long one. So, hey, Mesozoic Mind, how you doing? You have not missed much. I have not gotten started yet. I'm just kind of recording the intro part right now. So, all right. Let me think. What else? What else? Oh, okay. All right. If you'd like to see my full reaction, oh my God, sorry. If you'd like to see my full reaction, these watch along streams are available on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel? Sorry. If you'd like to see my full reactions, these watch along streams are available on my YouTube channel under a playlist called Watch Alongs. I'll probably have one for each individual show that I do as well. So feel free to go check them out there. If you enjoyed this, if you end up enjoying this content, it really helps me out if you leave a like. Wow. If you enjoyed this content, it'll really help me out if you go ahead and thwip the like button. That is always appreciated. And subscribe if you haven't already. I will be coming up with more reaction and watch along content, including Spider-Man content. So stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled. In the meantime, we're about to watch the episodes themselves. So grab yourself something to eat, grab a drink, web yourselves in, and we're going to get started in just a moment. All right. Okay. Been doing good. A new show for Jurassic Park is coming out near your birthday. Nice. And a lot of other cool stuff. Nice. Excellent. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. I'm looking forward to this. It's the start of Spider-Man reaction content on here. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. I'm going to go adjust my AC because it is getting hot in here. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Hopefully you are not hearing my air conditioner in the background. I have not had to really have it on yet for these streams. So, at least not this year. So, but I live in Texas. What are you going to do? So, all right. In the meantime, let's see. Is there anything else I needed to include in the intro? By the way, Mesozoic, one of my friends told me that she has never seen the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, and that she was interested in possibly doing like a watch along stream where she watches those movies with me. And I was like, oh, really? That could be a lot of fun. So, anyways, hopefully you guys think that is cool because I think it is. So, all right. Oh, and happy Easter, everyone. I myself am kind of agnostic and don't really celebrate Easter, but I know Easter is kind of a big deal holiday. So to those of you out there who do celebrate it, happy Easter. It is Easter 2024. So, all right. And I think we are good to go. It is 12 minutes after the hour, and I think we're going to go ahead and just wait until about 8:15, and then I'll hit the play button. Let me think, what else? I mentioned that there was the full reactions, so that way when I cut this into a reaction video, it can refer to the streams. I asked for likes and subscribes. I mentioned what we're watching. I think I got the basics. So I think we're good to go. All right. Is anyone watching these along with me, or are you just gonna watch my ugly mug as I react to things? Because that's kind of what we're going off here. So let me know. I am hopeful. I think everything should work just fine. Um, let's see. Can I? Good. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and if you guys are ready, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. When I do a thwip, and then I'm gonna go pop onto the space bar, or in this case, it'll just be the play button. So I'm gonna go thwip and then boom. So it'll be thwip and then you know. So there may be like maybe a second's delay after the thwip. Um, but this is the best I can do right now. So all right. It is 8:14. I'm just ready to go. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Spider-Man from the 90s, episode 1, season 1, episode 1, Night of the Lizard. All right? Here we go. That's bad. So, okay. And God, I love this intro so much. This intro, I believe, was done by Aerosmith. And God, I love it. It is highly kinetic and so much fun. It's just him fighting villains and swinging through the cities. You got a wrecking ball rhino. You got the heavy guitar riffs. My audio got blurred. Hold on, hold on, hold on. How much of it got blurred? I'm still on the intro, so I'm gonna pause real quick. There we go. I'm at uh, I am at 56 seconds in for anyone who wants to say something. Okay, Mesozoic Mind, you said that my audio got blurred. What did you miss? Because and honestly, if that happens again, I don't think I'm gonna pause unless there is a persistent problem. All right, after you whipped and pressed, your audio got blurred before talking about how good the intro is. I don't know. And at this point, I don't have the ability to stop and correct it. So we're just going to keep going. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead. I'm at 56 seconds in, and I'm just going to re-hit it right now. Okay. Um, but let me think. When I hit it, oh, okay. Um, I said make sure that you. Okay, that's what I said. Sorry. Make sure you cannot hear the audio coming from the cartoon, because if you can, that's bad, and I need to stop. That's the only condition under which I need to stop, and that's yeah okay. And I'm gonna try to remember to say that every episode. So if it got blurred out here, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. So, all right. Again, I'm on 56 seconds. I am hitting the I'm hitting the play button in 3, 2, 1, click. Venom. Oh, okay, so that's a pretty iconic intro. Spidey perched on top. Written by Jerry Conway. I did not know that. Okay. So Jerry Conway is infamous for writing the death of Gwen Stacy. And I believe he still worked on Spider-Man comics as of 10 years ago. So couple of average Joes doing their jobs in the sewers. Who are okay? Jokes about being a TV exec. Oh, hi, hey Kurt, how you doing? Okay, that was a pretty nightmarish first image of the lizard. They got up above ground, and the lizard still snatched one and dragged him underneath. So is this the lizard's first appearance? Like, because clearly Spider-Man has been doing this for a while. Is this his first appearance, like, as the lizard? I kinda doubt it. Oh, man. Those computer graphics for the swinging animations. Like, at the time, I was a kid, I didn't care, but now it's just like, "Oh, and we've jumped the curb, and we're going into the water." Okay. Well, Spidey, I think you gotta rescue the guy. Oh, you already got him. Oh, come on, dude. That was oh god. I love Spidey, but sometimes he's a bit of a jerk. Yeah, okay, whatever, pal, you know. Robbie! Hey, Robbie, how you doing? Okay, so this is Peter's first encounter with the lizard, and at least in this cartoon. Oh, yeah, that's Eddie Brock. Okay. Okay, the actor voicing J. Jonah Jameson in this, is that the guy from Up? Um, is it Ed Asner, I think? Okay, so he knows Connors, but he doesn't know the lizard. Okay. I mean, like, seriously? How could he not be the lizard then? You know what's it's using money. Using money to get the cooperation. So, all right. Okay, main problem with the show, it does a lot of telling what's going on and everyone is talking yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, especially, like, with those 2 guys, like, the red eyes, like, all that. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Ah, here we go. A lot of the internal monologuing right here. Yeah. Like, that is one thing this show does a lot of. As far as I can tell, though, I mean, Spectacular did it too, but probably not to this degree. So this is his first time encountering the lizard. Oh god, terrible puns. I love it. Okay, so he found oh, wow. Deborah Whitman. Oh my god, okay. Deborah Whitman is a former love of Peter Parker's, and she was not treated too well. So interesting that she is in this show and this early in the show. Oh, hey, Brock, snooping around, huh? And now they are. Oh God, dude, don't put your hand over her mouth. Spider sense is going off. Okay, so it doesn't look like she's much of a love interest here. She's more of a just kind of a side character, which I'm cool with. Uh-oh. Don't. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Well, you ran towards the dude in the dark, lady. Uh-huh. That Come on, dude. You've clearly been at the superhero game long enough that you should have a good idea. And don't jump out the window. But Jesus. Oh God, don't. Um, don't. No. Okay, good question. We know the answer, of course, but Peter's like, what do I do to? What? Oh, okay. Is this a flashback? Okay, so he's Connor's lab assistant, which makes me wonder just how does he not suspect anything? So the neogenic recombinator. Okay. The lizard starts off the 90s animated series, and he also starts off Spectacular Spider-Man, which are two of my favorite series. God, those swinging computer graphics. Anyways, but he starts off a significant percentage of animated Spider-Man shows. And I think I get why. Like, he's clearly a very vicious foe for Spider-Man, but his oh, hello, mom and kid. How are you? Brock, you're such a moron. Okay. Anyways, the lizard is a very vicious foe for Spider-Man, but like Connors is about as noble as you can get. So it's a really good contrast of trying to dispatch the foe without hurting the noble, person beneath it. Come on, ugly. Smile for the camera. I know you got the teeth for it. Never. You'll never do that, Peter. Future handbag? My God. Uh oh yeah, let's throw a kid's tricycle at you. Yeah, okay, he has no idea that that's Connors yet. I'd be surprised if he doesn't find out this episode. Whoa. Oh man. That looked like a nicely put together treehouse too. Okay. Wait, did Billy know? Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Oh boy. Again, I'm just kind of flabbergasted that Peter is not like putting this together by himself. Ah, Brock's gonna go blabbing. Uh-oh. And there goes the nosy reporter. Okay, that's just adding insult to injury right there. Uh-oh. That was a fast grab and run, or grab and dash, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's easier said than done, but I'll try because I'm Spider Man. Because you weren't hit by cosmic rays. I'm pretty sure the Avengers have been in a sewer. I'm pretty sure the X-Men have been too. So, yeah, no, he is. The monologuing is great. Oh my god. Like, yep, that'll get you moving. The cries of a damsel in distress. Throw out yeah, I was gonna say, throw out a web line. This you should have done that a while ago. Yikes. That hurt. You're in a moist environment, dude. Yeah, it's all your fault, Peter. Oh my god. What was he gonna do with him? Oh. Okay, needed his help. Alright. Okay, so is he gonna turn everyone into lizards like in the movie? Um, that's not what Jameson says about you, Spidey. I don't know if I trust you. Why? Wow, he is like surprisingly, I don't know. He's got very good vocabulary and clarity of speech for someone in a lizard body. Oh yeah, no, he's going for turning everyone into these things. Yep. He always does this. Like this always seems to be the plot with him. Not always, but like it's a recurring one, you know? No, I get it. The monologuing can wear on you. But I mean, the monologuing was also just kind of part of how the show operated too, you know? The villain monologuing especially. Setting up the camera. Oh, and now it's time for the fight. Here we go. I'm gonna get you. Peter's like, no, no, you're not. I don't want you to. Yeah, that tail is a huge advantage. And he's like every bit as strong as Spider-Man. He's probably even stronger. And he's just as fast. Don't okay, are you just gonna let him approach her, Peter? Wow. Yeah, Margaret. Lizard food. Dun 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 dun. Chow time. The internal monologuing again. I don't know. I feel like it's part of the poetry of the show, you know? So that thing's gonna work underwater? Really? Okay, alright. And lots of lasers too. We got a little laser light show. Alright, did it work? Yes, it worked. Okay, he's alright. Oh god. Yep, Peter got the jump on him. Peter got the drop on him. There we go. Peter got the drop on him. And of course, he's wrong. All right. And we are. Oh, okay. That's right. Aunt May and her money problems. Yeah. I had to. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That's what I did. Okay. That was a better reaction than I was expecting. All right. And we are done with the first episode. Give me just 1 second to set up here. Let's see. Of course, it didn't do that. Right. Okay, there we go. Okay. So that was episode 1, Night of the Lizard, and pretty good intro to the not only the character and kind of what he does, but also kind of the tone of the series. My understanding is that Christopher Daniel Barnes, the voice actor who did Peter slash Spider-Man for this series, really kind of enjoyed a lot of aspects of this role, including kind of building what he felt was kind of a what is it, like the hero's quest with this character. But it shows you a lot of what you're going to get with this series. You're going to get a lot of internal monologuing from Peter. You will get quite a bit of things being said in addition to being shown, and sometimes at the expense of being shown. That's okay. These things happen. We can't tell perfect stories all the time. This version of the lizard is probably the one that I think of the most whenever I think of the character the lizard. He kind of is closest to what I envision from the comics. He's a lot more animal-like than what we saw in the Amazing Spider-Man movie, and like that one just looked a little too human for me. And I know that the effects of the time probably wouldn't have allowed it to look like this, but I feel like if we ever do the lizard again, we can probably get it right. Um, but yeah, those kind of iterations of the lizard where he's more animal-like than he is human, I feel those are kind of your classic lizards. This one was kind of walking the line. He was giving into those instincts, but like he could still speak and he still had memories of his son. And so that became part of the reason that Peter knew he had to pull his punches during this particular encounter. And it makes for a different story. We also see plenty of other aspects of Peter's life. We see that he has a job as a research assistant for Dr. Connors. He's also got a job shooting photos for the Daily Bugle. I believe, isn't he also I want to say he's a student at Empire State, so there's that as well. And and then of course, there's his Aunt May who has money troubles. That's usually kind of where we start with her. And usually there's some kind of development on that front. But for a long time, the kind of classic setup for Spider-Man was that he was out, trying to do superhero things. His Aunt May silently struggled at home with debts because of like Ben's death and everything. And so we see some of that here, and Peter trying to do what he can to help in his capacity as not only a superhero but also as a photographer. And of course that leads to more complications with Aunt May, at least in the comics. So uh, not a bad episode, pretty good, and it again, it sets a good tone for the series. So, all right, and now we're gonna move on to episode 2. All right, and before we do that, I'm gonna catch up in chat because Mesozoic Mind is chatting with me. Okay, let's see. I don't care for this version of the Lizard and ASM2. Lizard wasn't in ASM2. He was in the first one. But okay, all right, ASM as well, maybe. I prefer something like Spectacular, where he's more animal like. Yes, absolutely. I love that iteration of the Lizard. This and Godzilla X Kong, the new move Empire, are the most cheesiest things I've seen this week, though I honestly enjoy that film more so far. Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought it was all right, but the constant monologuing and having a version of the Lizard I'm not a fan of kind of makes it from being great. Also understandable. Still waiting for the adaptation of Connor Lizard eating Bill. Oh God, that'll never happen in any kind of cartoon where they have it marketed towards children, and they always want to market Spider-Man towards kids. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So all right. Okay. On to episode 2. Here we go. Ah, okay. Upbeat rock music. They should just say Aerosmith guitar music, you know? Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. And I just like that they just repeat that throughout the whole intro. Oh, that's right. Craven is in this series. I forgot about that. Radioactive spider blood, spider blood, radioactive spider blood. All right, here we go. The Spider Slayer. Okay, John Semper wrote the story for this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. The Spider Slayer has never been a very interesting foe for Spider-Man to me. Like, it's one of those things where it's just so obvious. Oh, I can't beat Spider-Man, so I'm gonna come up with robots to try to kill him. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Yeah, so they're recording him. All right. That's, mini Air Force. Ooh, okay. Come here, you little. Oh, what are the? It's a drone basically, and of course the drone explodes because yeah, it's very. We need to make it narratively interesting. Explosion's much more interesting than a thunk, boom, you know. So so they were tracking him or they were attacking him because it looked like they were just monitoring him. No, okay, they're trying to kill him. Ah, Norman Osborn. Spencer, yeah, Spencer and Alistair Smythe. Oh God. Well, I mean, you know what, Osborn? You go ahead and invent them. Frickin' capitalist. The Black Widow. He has a spider slayer and he calls it the. I mean, I get it, but I think the Avengers might have some copyright issues there. Is that is that Gwen? Felicia? That's Felicia Hardy, and she's a spoiled rich girl. Yep, that's Felicia. Okay. Mm, I mean, those are pretty good pictures. Uh oh. Oh boy. His fingers are crossed. Okay, so they know each other. She is. I don't know. I'm not getting very Felicia vibes off of her. I mean, yes, she's pretty and she's blonde, but her hair's supposed to be like white, you know? And her mom's a philanthropist? Okay, well, I mean, she's flirting with him, so how could you see that from behind him? Okay, so we're gonna send mechanized Natasha Romanoff after Spider-Man. The Black Widow's armor. My God. Brock. And I think he becomes Venom later this season, doesn't he? Brock? Because he's being they're playing up the nosy, arrogant reporter, so you just want him captured. I wonder when he becomes the Green Goblin. I don't remember if he does in this series. Yeah, see, these two, the Smythes, they have never really I've never really twigged to them as Spider-Man villains. Oh God, okay. Guilty conscience, trying to make money, pay for the operation or the techno wheelchair. Dude, just go hit up Charles Xavier, all right? He could give you some pointers. Oh, so Osborn works for the Kingpin? Or he just partners with him? Who is the voice of the Kingpin? What? Oh, okay. That's one expensive loan. Who is the voice for the Kingpin? He sounds familiar. I don't know about that. Spider-Man doesn't kill his foes, so Oh, Harry's in these too, okay. So, Felicia, Harry, Flash, okay. Yeah. Aunt May, which that's very sweet. That is sweet. It's his aunt, of course. Oh, okay, so MJ is in this. Oh, of course she is, but is is Felicia Hardy just like a replacement for Gwen? Because she looks almost exactly like Gwen, I'm just saying. And she's hanging out with Flash and Harry and, yeah, I don't know. Flash, don't be like that. Oh god. What is he gonna do? Frat party? Frat party costume Spidey. Okay, alright, I see what's gonna happen. Yep, yep. I'm sorry, that's not a very sophisticated piece of technology if it can be fooled by the costume alone. That's all I'm saying. Like, you basically just got a flying camera, and not a very good one. I mean, I do what I can. Oh, oh, ooh, smoochy, smoochy. Really. Everyone is fooled by a costume, and he's trying to bully him even after high school. I love that dialogue right there. Oh, okay, everybody, time to leave. Go, go, go. Not very superhero-ly. Oh my gosh. Why would it target Aunt May? I hope. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this is a very Gwen that's a very Gwen Stacy part to play right there. Well, Toro, Toro, ole. Nice. Yeah, you're bringing the roof down. Well, maybe. Okay, so you basically got Okay, Osborn, calm down, dude. Take a Xanax or something. My god. Get him. Alright, so that's Flash. That is totally Flash Thompson. $1,000,000. My God, Brock. Yep. Yep. I don't know, Jonah. I don't know. Yep. Ooh. Okay, can Flash hair, can he hang from the ceiling? He's got the physique, I'll admit. Well, actually, he's too tall, but whatever. Okay, well then who are those people? Okay, why did you answer questions if you're just gonna wreck the camera? Yeah. Just chill, okay? And where do you think I've just gone, lady? Yep. I mean, the thing about this show is that it keeps it in line with the comics is that this is very soap operatic, you know? Okay, so it's the Kingpin's men. Okay. I mean, take a look at his costume. I don't know. Never mind. The Black Widow. Hit the big red button. All right, and here we go. Spidey versus the Slayer. Clang. I'm surprised he's not making some kind of a crack about, copyright infringement here. Wait, wait, wait. So he's going to deploy the drones as well? Uh-oh. No, no, no. Don't ever play professional sports, Spidey. Uh-oh. No, that okay, well, he's dead. He is dead. Thing is surprisingly agile if it can do that. I can see a Spider Slayer is a pretty good boss fight in a video game. Well, you better do something. Is I gotta climb the walls after him? What is Flash doing up there? But that was good. I'm just going to pee some oil on you, you know? Okay, so this thing is now behaving like an animal. No, no, no. Don't. Yeah, see, this is why this is not a very sophisticated piece of technology. Oh, he's such a damsel in distress. Yes, bang on the console, that'll make it work better. Ooh, yeah, that'll probably ruin it. So he's gonna choke to death in the smoke? Okay, alright, pretty decent lesson there. Ooh, okay, that's probably a no. Wow, they just assumed that he died, okay. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get fired? Ooh, yep. Dude, he's the editor of the paper, yes, he can. See, in the comics, it would be Gwen Stacy berating Flash. Okay, no. Oh, okay, I see what they're doing. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna help you get revenge on the Spider-Man. Mhm. Yep. Ah, to be continued. Alright, let me go ahead and set up the next one. Right, and come on, come on. Alright, hold on. It is misbehaving. Why are you misbehaving? Okay, alright, there we go. Okay, alright. So, I'm gonna play catch up in chat, and then then we'll do well, actually, I'll probably do an analysis of the episode first, so give me just a moment. I'm having some slight technical issues. Come on. Why are you behaving so badly all of a sudden? You were doing so well. What did I do? Okay, so okay, all right. I think we're ready. I think we've got episode 3 ready. Okay, all right. So, episode 2, The Spider Slayer. This one okay. This one is an okay episode. It's not a great episode. And I mean, for me, it's the whole Spider Slayer thing. I have never really cared much for the Spider Slayers as a foe. I've never really cared much for Spencer Smythe and Alistair Smythe and all of the people who make the Spider Slayers. To me, it's just a very obvious trope from the comics. Oh, okay, regular person. Sorry, my it started auto playing and I don't need it doing that. Don't do that. Okay. To me, it's a very obvious trope that if you're a regular person and you can't beat Spider-Man, then you should probably like, if you have the brains for it, you build a robot to defeat your foe. All right. this is like one of those things, that they did in the comics, and it's like, okay, all right, fine, go ahead and do it. I just have never thought of it as being very compelling or very memorable or any of that. Spencer Smythe is the originator of the Spider Slayers. His son Alistair takes over in his place after Spencer dies. And as you can see, there's a lot of kind of father son guilt going on in this episode where, oh, well, I was responsible for that accident that put you in the wheelchair, so I'm going to build these Spider Slayers for Norman Osborn so he will give me a frickin' Professor X hover chair for you that will make life so much easier for you. I don't know. And then, of course, Alistair is all racked with guilt because his dad appears to be missing or possibly dead at the end of the episode. And the cycle goes on. And they're going to keep building robots to try to take out Spider-Man. And they always seem to recycle it. Never cared for it. Never thought the Spider Slayer was that interesting. What what I like about this episode is the the Flash putting on a Spider-Man costume, pretending to be Spider-Man until it becomes inconvenient, becoming a complete coward. Like this is the kind of thing that I live for, these kind of interpersonal relationships that Peter has with, his friends circle and the people who are not so crazy about him. And so I liked that. I'm not sure what to think of Felicia Hardy as basically being a stand-in for Gwen Stacy. Like, I get that's the intent here, and I understand why they didn't, like, it looks like if she's standing in for Gwen Stacy, that Gwen is not in this show for the most part. And I understand why they did that, because if you put Gwen Stacy into a Spider-Man project, she is basically fated to die, at least at the time that this animated project was made. Like, that's a good reason not to put her in, because you don't want to kill off a major love interest of Peter's in a show that is marketed towards kids. It just makes a certain amount of sense. But it was fun to see Peter bring his Aunt May to the party. It was fun to see that Felicia thought that was sweet, you know. Um, and that's how Peter gets the girl from the taller, more handsome, muscular looking dude, by just being his own kind of genuine sweet self. That's just how it works. So again, not the best episode, but it had its good points. So uh we'll see what the next episode brings. I don't remember it. I don't Again, the Spider Slayer stuff has never been of much interest to me. So I don't remember many details from it. So we'll go ahead and see what is up in the next episode. All right, I'm going to go ahead and catch up on chat. Let's see. Mesozoic Mind, thank you for being so engaging. I appreciate it. Let's see. I've been meaning to ask, what are your thoughts on the news of Seth Rogen making an animated rated R, excuse me, Venom film? Honestly, I just read about that today, and I was like, oh, really? Um, so I can't really talk about this movie without talking about the Venom movies in particular, um, which I think they're okay. They're okay. I'm always going to have issues with them for not including the Spider-Man part of his origin story, because in my personal opinion, you do not make a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Part of the core characteristics that make Venom so compelling is that he hates Spider-Man. He's two people that hate Spider-Man that have combined into one person. So, with that said, Tom Hardy was good. The action was pretty good. The chase scenes were fun, and the relationship between him and between Brock and the symbiote in those movies, pretty good, not bad. What I'm hoping for from a Seth Rogen project on Venom, I mean, if that's R rated, ooh, Oh, oh, there is some potential for some pretty vicious, dark stuff in that, and I'm okay with that. I think that could be a lot of fun. I definitely want to see the tie-in to Spider-Man. I want to see that origin because we see it in the cartoons. I want to see it in this movie. I know this is a cartoon as well. Maybe one day we'll get a live action Venom origin story that is both faithful and not cringe. We'll see. I don't know. But on the whole, um, Seth Rogen is not he's not a bad writer. He's a decent comedian. He's kind of hit or miss sometimes. But I think that if you give him a project and he's a big enough fan of it, he'll probably find a way to make it decent. So I say bring it on. Like I want to see what he does with this. So I'm certainly interested in it. We'll see as things move further along, but not gonna lie, that announcement, that was pretty exciting. So all right, let's see. It's just kind of generic. Even Spider Slayer is a lame. Exactly, right? It's just kind of like this is what you got, huh? Now, to be fair, the Spider Slayer was invented in the 60s along with Spider-Man, so making villains in relation to Spider-Man, I figured something like Spider Slayer was just inevitable, you know? So I don't know. We do what we can with what we've got, right? Okay, I never realized or I never asked before, but why did Norman have such a dumb haircut back then? If I had to guess, it probably had something to do with the comics making process. There was probably there's probably a reason that they gave him kind of like I think they called it like cornrow kind of stuff. I don't know for certain, but um yeah, I don't have a good answer for that right now. I probably should look into that. I I actually might grab that and I actually might grab that question and do a segment on it. We'll see. So all right, Roscoe Lee Brown. Oh, is that the voice of the Kingpin? I don't know the actor, but his voice just like I know I've heard that in other places before. So all right, I can't take Harry and Norman with those ridiculous haircuts. I'm sorry, but the show isn't holding up well so far. It's not awful, but it's kind of lame for me. To be honest, um, if you're from like if you grew up in an era different from like the animation that you watched as a child, or if you grew up in an era, where you're watching certain cartoons as a kid, um, it's really interesting because like uh, you know, television, movies, cartoons, stuff like that, they're all made in a particular way at their time. And so you probably become kind of used to that way of storytelling at that time. And it changes. And it's not something we notice immediately, but with cartoons in particular, I mean, I've tried again watching, I think it's the 1981 Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and I was having a hard time keeping an eye on it. It was just like, what am I watching? I'm not into this. And I know that I was a little kid when those came out, but I wasn't like a teenager at the time when, this show was out. So I don't know. There probably is a reason, but I can't pinpoint that for you either. So is it wrong to say is it wrong to say the show kind of sucks so far? Mm, Like I liked the lizard episode. I liked this one a little less. And I mean, like, as a whole, there are some really good moments in this show, which we're going to get to this season. So I don't know. I think it's worth sticking out. But keep in mind, I mean, we're watching these sequentially. And so some of those moments we're going to stumble upon as we go further. So, all right. We know you can't stick on it. We saw. All right. Alice, or damn it, he owes me 10. Well, I think the Kingpin's got his $10 covered, so it's good. It's good. We're fine. All right. Um, I might have heard a knock at my door. I'm gonna go check real quick, so give me just a second. And when I come back, we'll start watching the third episode. So give me one moment. Okay, all right. And we are back. Okay. All right, and we are going to go on to the third episode, The Return of the Spider Slayers. All right. And here we go. Yes, Spider Slayers, and they're not good. They're really lame. They're flying drones that explode way too much. Son, I am guilty of hurting you, so I have sold myself out. Felicia is Gwen, basically. Black Widow. I'm never going to get over that. Oh, it's Flash Thompson. Flash Thompson is Spider Man. I always knew Flash was a menace. The oil slick on the wall. I thought that was great. Okay, so, and then the Kingpin shows up. I can help you take revenge. Okay, and now we're caught up. Spider Man, radioactive Spider Man. See, like, you gotta love this show's intro. Like, this show's intro is great. The music, the action, the explosions, the CGI web swinging, this guitar. Oh yeah, Hobgoblin's in this. So if Hobgoblin's is the Green Goblin in this? If Hobgoblin is in it, I don't know. Venom. Okay. Oh, and the Spider Slayer is just right back, and it's flying through the sky. Ah, here we go. Peter trying to avoid getting set up with MJ. That's right. That was a thing from the comics too. Like Aunt May never gave up on that. Peter kept trying to avoid it. I see why they use that. Hey, look, it's a Spider Slayer 2.0. Months ago. How much time has taken place between these episodes? I'm actually really curious about that now. Like, and then what has been going on in the meantime? If months have passed since he destroyed it. Uh oh. And it's bigger. Dude, you're web one of the buildings, idiot. Oh my god. Okay. Whoa. Things like That thing's like 10 tanks. Missiles, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so Alistair is just as arrogant as his dad. Okay. Kingpin is just like, nope, I want him dead. Do we ever see Spencer again? I'm kind of wondering. Okay, so there's a Black Widow and there's this thing. Multiple spider slayers. Okay, so your webbing is basically glue. Okay. Oh, of course, we need an innocent dog and innocent people. Okay, seriously, if you think that's Spider-Man, again, you need to go back to the drawing board on your computer. Computer, drone, whatever, I don't care. Oh, okay, now you need to get out of this. Oh, okay, well, sleepy time. Sleepy times. All right, so there we go. You've captured Spider-Man, but you haven't destroyed him, Alistair. Yeah, Spider-Man has never been a big guy. Mr. James. Oh, okay, all right. What do you think? Jameson, you've been in this situation before. Oh, really? What is this ulterior Oh, why? What? So he's gonna kill both of them? Okay, all right. So he blames them both. Okay, that's some shoddy reasoning. And why is Norman Osborn not here too then, right? Oh, so he's got a list. Okay. Oh my god. Jameson trying to weasel out of this. Why should I be happy about that? Peter's lame jokes. I love them. Okay, why did we put a timer that's an hour on this bomb? So you can put them to sleep and then what? Okay. Okay, what? This is just nuts. These two are stuck together. There's an explosive between them. Oh, Ooh, that's some spider bullying right there. It's like, I have a thing to do and you're not going to stop me. No, Harry, come on, man. Bad timing. Yeah. Okay, Harry's not that naive, okay? Oh, hey, that's an issue. I don't understand why they're holding a grudge against Flash. Like, give me a break, dude. Flash, you really should dress up as the Cowardly Lion for Halloween. I'm just saying. Okay, so he's still got the bomb attached to him. Let the bugs fight it out. Okay, look, Peter, do you have a license to operate that machinery? Come on. Okay, he makes a joke about license. Okay. No. No, I don't think so. Wow, okay. He stopped it. Okay, what is Osborn gonna do? Calling Jameson a liar? Okay, I guess you could do that. Brock just down on his luck. Oh, okay. Are they coming here for Brock? Yeah, that's not gonna go well for you, is it? Oh well, because Alistair Smythe has got a long list apparently. Okay. Wow. Spidey and Jameson were chained together for less than 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, nice try. Okay, wouldn't he have gotten shocked? I'm just saying. Okay, so he took down two spider slayers tonight. Oh, Brock. Yep. Hates Parker. He hates Spider Man. I wonder how this is going to go. Oh, okay, so there's one more. Oh, God, these robots. And I'm flying off. What's this one called? Huh? The green scorpion? What? What are these? What are these tanks? Because apparently there's a robot invader. It could have just flown over the tanks. Okay, well, nighty night. Well, it's a good thing they got out of that booth in time. How much time has he got left on that thing? Okay, so you've got 40 minutes, dude. You've got plenty of time, relatively speaking. Osborne, dude, this game of Missile Command is so realistic. Alistair's like, oh, I doubt that. Yep, it's powering right back up. It's going to join them. Is this one going to power up too? Yep. They're going to power up and they're going to join each other. They're going to combine into a great big spiders. Oh god, they're not really going to do that, are they? Did I just inadvertently remember that? Oh god. Okay, oh my god, that's doing it. What? Uh, it's one target. It shouldn't be doing that well. I okay, all right, whatever. Um, you need to get rid of the bomb. That should be your first priority right now, just from a strategic standpoint. Dude, seriously. I mean, one, he's probably got it insured. Like, I don't think he's worried about that. A car? Really, Norman? A car? Shouldn't you have an escape helicopter or a jet or something? You're a man of means. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. So that was a long nap that he took. Oh, Jesus, he's going to freeze the bomb? Ouch. Oh god, I don't think that's what most people mean when they say better living through chemistry. The 3 robots are flying as one? Oh my god. Really? He's passed out? Okay. Peter, okay, alright, whatever. Eh, gonna fling your car into the river. Why not? The irony of saving the man who eventually becomes the Green Goblin by placing him up high on a bridge. This is unbelievable. How much time do you have? Boom. Uh-oh. Oh, lost his ability to fly. Bye-bye. Rust in peace. Rust in pieces. Okay. All right, that's fair. Whew, my beautiful machines. Oh no, I'm stuck working for Kojak. Fat Kojak. Yeah, there's plenty left. There's probably plenty of work for the Kingpin that you can do. Oh, your costume is torn. Uh-oh. He's being all self-pitying. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what's coming. I'm gonna fake a sickness. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez, wow, really? And here it is. You just hit the jackpot. That big dumb grin. Oh, that's great. All right, we're gonna go ahead and okay. Oh wow, hold on. Episode 4, according to Disney Plus, is the Menace of Mysterio. Ah, hold on. I'm not interested in. Oh. Okay, all right. So, we may have a little bit of an issue here because I thought we were watching a Doc Ock episode. So I'm gonna take a second and see if somehow the episodes were switched or something. So give me one moment. Okay, Doc Ock Armed and Dangerous is episode 5. Okay. All right. Since I've got Doc Ock on the thumbnail, I think we're gonna go ahead and go to episode 5, watch that. And yeah, because I've already included I've put him on the thumbnail, and then what we'll do is we'll watch the Menace of Mysterio, the Sting of the Scorpion, and Craven the Hunter for the next stream. So, but yeah, why did you do that? My listing is different from what Disney Plus has. So, all right, I could change the thumbnail. That's not a bad idea, but I've also set it on stream that we're watching the Doc Ock episode too. I don't know. You know what? It's an honest mistake. And you're right. We can change the thumbnail. I can change the description. So I'll just go ahead and say it during the stream. So all right, so episode number 4, according to Disney Plus, is the Menace of Mysterio, whereas according to Google, and when I was putting the viewing list in order, or the viewing list together, episode 4 is Doctor Octopus Armed and Dangerous. So we got a conflict here. I am going to go ahead and just make the decision. We'll watch these episodes in the order that Disney Plus has them in. So instead, we're going to go ahead and watch the Menace of Mysterio instead of Doctor Octopus Armed and Dangerous, which we'll watch next week. So, but yeah, that was so. Let me go ahead and just get it queued up and ready, and then we're going to talk about episode 3, which let me tell you, I've got some things to say. So, all right, it looks like it's good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I've got everything queued up. Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and God, okay. So, episode 3, Return of the Spider Slayers. So, one of my issues so far with this first season is how much emphasis that they have put on the Spider Slayers. In my opinion, if you're going to do a two-part episode, like a to be continued episode for Spider-Man, maybe lead off with, oh, I don't know, a Doc Ock two-parter or a Green Goblin two-parter or a Lizard two-parter. Why would you start the show with one of Spider-Man's greatest foes and then do a two-parter, that stars one of his worst foes in my opinion. I don't understand it and I don't really support it. So, um, you know, there was just so much about this episode that I was just like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Um, so apparently months have passed, which was kind of news to me at that point. Months have apparently passed between episodes, and Alistair is now working for the Kingpin. They don't know where his father, Spencer, is. All right, fine, whatever. We got a couple of robot creators, father and son. They've got issues. It's fine. And they've got them pointed at Spider Man on behalf of the Kingpin. All right, whatever. They're going to send robots after him. But we're not just going to send one robot. Hell, we're not even going to send two robots. We're going to send three. And they're all going to stack and attack on each other like the frickin' Wheeled Warriors cartoon from the 80s. Which, by the way, I think the concept of Wheeled Warriors was pretty cool, but I didn't watch that cartoon for very long, even as a kid. All right. So I don't know what they were thinking trying to borrow that particular concept, but whatever. Um, for me, the saving grace of this episode is that setup at the end with MJ and the fact that Aunt May, just like she did in the comics, hey, I want you to go out on a date with my friend's niece, this Anna Marie Watson's niece. You need to go out with her. She's got a great personality. And Peter's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. A great personality means that you're familiar with the writing from that era, I'm sure. Anyways, and then she shows up at the end. There she is, the redheaded knockout herself, with her iconic classic line, "Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot." Um, and it's so funny. Like any Spider-Man cartoon that introduces Mary Jane before this era should pretty much always hit them with that intro because that is such an homage. That panel, that scene from the comics is so iconic. This gorgeous, beautiful redheaded woman drawn by John Romita Sr. Um, and Peter is very clearly just blown away not only by her beauty but by her confidence as well. That's really kind of the only thing that saved this episode for me. I was, like the rest of this, I could have done without the fighting robot, the stack and attack. It was a single target against a whole bunch of other a whole bunch of other robotic tanks or something, and it just never took any damage, and it one shot all of them. I don't know. I again never been a fan of the Spider Slayer, and hopefully now you'll understand why. Um, but with that said, hey, this is one of those episodes, and we don't have to watch it again. So there we go. All right. And we will get on to episode 4 in just a little bit, which it turns out is going to be the Menace of Mysterio. The Doc Ock episode is going to be later. So, all right. Let me catch up on chat. Let's see. The intro does go hard. Yes. No, it's a good intro. It's a wonderful intro. All right. The Black Widow Spider Slayer. Yeah, I can just suddenly fly now. Trust me. I can totally do it. Okay. See, I don't really have a problem with that because if months have gone by, then Alistair could have streamlined and perfected the design and, given it the ability to fly. I'm okay with that. All right. He's not here because he decides to grow back his hair after he realized it was kind of crappy. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't get the context for that particular line. All right, I feel like they wasted the idea of Spider-Man and Jameson being forced together. I feel like they could do some good storytelling. No, they absolutely could. Uh, I would really like that to be like an entire episode long where they are stuck together, they manage to escape, but they are still stuck together and they have to just put up with each other. God, I can't talk tonight. You could get some wonderful storytelling out of that. I totally agree. And this lasted for like 3 minutes tops, you know? The robots are lame. Transformers, yeah, I could see that. Like the ones that would form together to make a bigger robot. Yeah, yeah. Did Norman just fall asleep? Well, that was terrifying. Oh well, time for yeah, yeah. Um, I think the only explanation I can come with that I can come up with is that his like he slammed his head into the wheel or something during that. I don't know. I know I'm reaching, but whatever. Change the thumbnail later. Yeah. Episode 3 kind of sucked. It definitely not one of my favorites. Like I don't I don't know. There probably will be more Spider Slayer at some point during this cartoon, but I think we're done with Spider Slayer for this season, at least. So, all right. I remember you saying at the beginning where Norman was, and I made a joke about that with his bad haircut. Okay. All right. I got you. I got you. All right. Well, Mesozoic Mind, I really appreciate you hanging out with me while we watch these. I'm having a good time. Uh, you know, the cartoon is gonna have episodes of varying quality. I mean, that's just kind of part and parcel for it. So, but I'm enjoying like rewatching it, reacting to it, and actually giving some analysis afterwards. So I hope you're having a good time with it as well. So, let's all right. Okay, let's move on to episode 4. All right. And here we go. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider. I'm just gonna sing this. Radioactive Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. I think one of the video games that they made during this time, I can't remember which system it was for, but it had the song like as the start screen for the game. And I remember thinking that's really cool, you know? Spider-Man. All right, here we go. All right, we're done with Spider Slayers. The Menace of Mysterio, written by Marv Wolfman. Okay. Oh, yep, that's him. You can tell by the perfectly round head. So you just walking into I'm guessing this is a museum. Just breaking open displays, huh? He has no shame whatsoever. Yeah, I'll just smash displays. Why not? Okay, but he didn't take what was in it? Oh. Oh, it's a frame job. And I bet, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's got to be a frame job. Okay, but why? Why would he do it? We've been swinging around on web lines protecting people all this time. Yeah, no, Spidey doesn't use gas pellets or okay, those have got to be suction cups or something. And he went and posed for the camera. Give me a break. Yeah. Meanwhile, Peter Parker's like, I'm sick. No, he's just asleep, but still. Oh, how'd the date go? Oh, she's calling him for homework help. She's doing stretches in the morning and they are showing it off. Oh, she's love that reaction. Oh wow. Okay. All right. See, that's one of the things I like about this MJ is that she's confident and she's willing to make the first move. I don't know. I've always found that kind of confidence in women to be very attractive. So, uh-huh. He the lack of respect he doesn't have a problem with. Oh my god, it just takes one frame job for you to change your mind? My god, lady. Is this Peter Parker going to go into battle dressed as a cool youth pastor? Oh, I have a grudge against Spider-Man. Just turns on a dime. Oh my god. He's writing the story and everything. Okay. Just gonna jump on the wall? My god. Who is that? Is that Glory? Okay. Lieutenant Lee. Private paparazzi? Ooh, she's reading him the riot act. Boy Wonder? Oh, we're taking you in. Okay, all right. That's an intro. Wow. Just appears out of nowhere. Uh, oh, okay. Illusion stuff. Okay, yeah. Ah, yes. Quentin Beck, the consummate special effects master. Dude, that better all be an illusion. Okay. That is a good question. Okay. All right. Well, he put on one hell of an interesting or of an opening act. Where did he come from? Where is he going? Oh, wow. They're just framing Spider-Man left and right now. Oh, good. So, is it the chameleon? Is that what's going on here? Oh, I'm robbing the mall. It's an illusion. Okay. I mean, I got to give it credit. That voice is pretty nice. Oh my god. I don't. Oh, we have a vendetta. Okay, and I'm just gonna fly away now. What? Okay, so we're doing the Wizard of Oz now. Ooh. Okay, all right. So Mysterio says that he ruined him. Was it here at the bridge? What? Did he call for a press conference or something? Like, why is there a crowd there already? Dude, don't put it past them. They've got access to pitchforks too, I'm sure. Uh, okay, so he's calling Spider-Man out. Spider-Man responds. We've got an illusion of some sort. Uh-oh. Okay, why did he get distracted all of a sudden? Wow. Into the lake with him. Dang. I mean, so far, Mysterio is mollywopping him. You would be wrong, sir. Yeah, Spider-Man's drowned. What, is that a web snorkel? Oh my god. Oh, passed himself off as a hero. Okay. I mean, that's a Mysterio thing to do. I'm down with it. Oh, dang. Oh, blaming Spider-Man for his problems. Well, 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 it's Lieutenant Lee or Detective Lee. Corpus Delicti? Ooh, one person. So we've got our one police person who's in Spider-Man's corner. Wow. She raked him over the coals. Oh, we're getting the origin story. here. Okay. They waited till episode 4 to do an origin story. I'm okay with that. Uh-huh. Yep. And he's like, "Yep. Yep." And then oh, and so he goes after him. Come on. Can we at least see Uncle Ben? Give me a break. This is the guy that you let run past you. Yeah. Okay, at least we see a picture of him. Okay. Uh where okay. Oh, okay. So he ruined him by rescuing the guy? Oh. Wow. Quentin Beck is blonde with a ponytail? Really? And now he's gonna go find him. Spider-Man just faxed him. Okay. Wow, dude can afford an entire building for his studio? Yep. Suction cups. I thought so. And I think that's probably my biggest issue with Mysterio. He's only effective if he gets you where he's already got things set up. I mean, nowadays, yeah, holograms, drones. Yeah, I get it. But back in the 90s, no, no. Honestly, oh, whoa, okay. Um, yeah, okay, robot. that that is a cool voice. Filter whirl. Oh my god, dude, get off the spinning platform. Uh, she's a cop. She could arrest you, dude. Okay, all right. Oh wow, we're talking movie makers now. Okay, that's a big robot that he's just walking around in. Of course, I guess his senses are probably all out of whack right now, yeah. You should be able to move around. Oh. I don't know why, but that's hilarious. Yes, that's what my psychiatrist said. Nice name. Okay. Okay, Loki. Yeah, Loki did it better. Oh. Uh, oh, wow. Alright. Is it? You could say that about almost any subject, though. Okay, alright, and we are officially done with the viewing for tonight. But let's talk about episode 4. So, um, first of all, um, not gonna lie, Mysterio, he's not one of the villains that I think of as like, one of the greats when it comes to being a Spider-Man villain. Like I have my issues with him, and I gave voice to some of those earlier in the video, but um that's not to say that Mysterio can't have his really good episodes, his really good stories. And frankly, this was one of them. They took elements not only from some of the better Mysterio fights that he's had in the comics, but they also took elements from some of the chameleon stories that where Peter was being framed by someone else who was running around as Spider-Man, and they really kind of did a good job of dovetailing them. Mysterio was actually a pretty good threat and did a good job of making Spider-Man look foolish at times. Totally took him down on their first real encounter, and really kind of presented himself as someone not to be trifled with. So um, when Spider-Man figured out who he was and what had happened and everything, I was like, okay, all right. I don't know how comics accurate that is, but you know what? I don't know that Quentin Beck has ever really needed a motive to be Mysterio anyway. So if they want to make one up for this installment, I'm all for it. But yeah, he had a really cool voice, didn't he? He had a very kind of like, you know, uh, I'm going to get you, Spider-Man. Like, he really kind of hammed it up, which is of course, when you're putting on a show, you really want to bite into the performance. So no, this was a fun episode. We also got another very brief element from the comics. We got Spider-Man No More, where Peter decides to throw away the costume and I'm done being Spider-Man. Now that lasted for like less than a minute, but that was, I mean, like that was the subject of an entire issue. I think that was Amazing Spider-Man issue 50, like the original issue 50 of Amazing Spider-Man from way back in the 60s. And I mean, like I get it. That whole superheroing could be pretty thankless, I would imagine. You're giving your all, you're trying to save people's lives. You got Jameson slandering you, you got people afraid of you. It's like, oh, you're not able to keep a date because you get caught up in trying to catch the latest villain of the week. I can understand why it would grate on someone and they'd be like, "Nah, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this." Um and I kind of wish that when they had done that, they'd done a little bit more with it. Kind of like was mentioned earlier with Jameson, like him being tethered to Jameson. I could see an entire episode based on that. I could see an entire episode based on, you know, based on Peter throwing away the costume and being like, "I'm done," and then realizing that he's needed and that he provides a service that people do appreciate, and the world would be worse for him retiring. So I don't know. I again, I wish they could have done more with that, but I get why they didn't. But still, whatever. So um but yeah, and oh, we got a very brief retelling of the origin story where Peter had his powers and then decided to use them selfishly, which of course got his Uncle Ben killed, and how that's kind of the primary motivation for why he does what he does. So we got all those things kind of meshed really well together into a good story that involved one of Spider-Man's, at least on paper, kind of sillier foes. But again, in this episode, he he had the goods on him, and he cracked him across the jaw when it really counted. So it was fun. This is probably out of the 4 episodes that we have watched on this stream. I'm sorry, out of the 4 episodes that we have watched on this video, I would say that this fourth one is probably my favorite out of them so far. So, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. Your mileage may vary, and maybe you like the first one or the second or third ones. I don't understand how, but it's it's all good. Um, in any case, be looking forward to more of these. Be we'll be streaming these reactions on a weekly basis. So be sure to check my channel for the schedule. And I'm excited to continue this first season. We'll be doing episodes 5, 6, and 7 for our next watch along and reaction. So be sure to check it out, and I will see you guys on another watch through. So, and I'm not wrapping up, but I kind of am. So, um, let me think. I should probably do some outro stuff. So, um, if you enjoyed this watch along and or reaction, please feel free to thwip the like button and check out the playlist for my live streams. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I continue to make more content like this for you. This is Spidey Librarian, and I'll be wishing, hold on. Yeah, this is Spidey Librarian, and until my next video, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, and now let's take a look. Mesozoic Mind. Let's see. Oh, hey, Karma's here too. Hey, Karma, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Let's see. A mummy comes out of the tombs and it's suddenly just a random Scooby-Doo crossover. pull off Quentin Beck's fishbowl, and he's like, "I'd have gotten away with it if it weren't for you, kid." You know, sees MJ exercising. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, they were really playing that up during the phone call, weren't they? Digging the Mysterio voice, yeah. This Mysterio is pretty awesome. Okay, this episode is actually really cool. I love the creative illusions. Yeah, no, they did a lot with Mysterio during this episode, so that was really good. Another, oh my God, another Andrew 2. Hello, Andrew 2. All right. That was quick. One had one bad date, and it's, oh well, I mean, I kind of get it. Getting stood up is never fun. I've been stood up on dates before. That's not fun. No call, no show. That's like instant termination there. All right. I'll admit, when it's not about the Spider Slayer BS, the show is actually really cool. Yeah, no, those two episodes, aside from like the interpersonal stuff, I don't care for any of the robot stuff in that. Yeah. Besides Spider-Man being hated quickly, this is definitely better. Yeah, that was just a thing that they did in the comics. They really kind of turned it on and turned it off at the drop of a hat. But so they figure they can do it here in the show, which, I mean, this show was pretty successful. So yeah, the voice is great. It's the right amount of goofy and intimate. Did you mean intimidating? I don't know. As a fan of Ray, I love that joke. Oh, the Ray Harryhausen joke? Yeah, no. No, this was a good episode. I really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. Um, let's see. I like this episode. With 2 and 3, I was really worried that it was worse than I remember, but that episode was really great. No, again, you're gonna have your stinker episodes and you're gonna have your good episodes. So no, I totally get it. So no, this was a lot of fun, and I don't know, I had a good time. Mesozoic Mind, thank you for kind of being here and hanging out and just kind of chatting at me with your observations. This was wonderful. So I think the next time that we do this, I'm gonna go ahead and tentatively say Friday, so about 5 days from now. Although I'm currently on vacation. I've got family in town, which is why I'm putting it off until Friday. But if I find myself with some extra free time, we might do it earlier. So, at least for now, I'm going to schedule it for Friday. If the opportunity comes to do it beforehand, then I'll let you guys know, and hopefully we can make kind of an occasion out of it. So, but in the meantime, this was a lot of fun. So I would recommend, would do it again. So, all right. It is 10:15 my time. I need to go and switch my laundry. But I'm gonna be up for at least a little while, so I might do another stream in a little bit. So I would say look for me in about 15 minutes. If you're interested, I'll probably be playing a game or something. But in the meantime, I just want to say thanks for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight. So thanks again for being here. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.